day 13 of RPG a day month, and the prompt is flood. At least the main prompt is flood. The only flood that sprang to my mind almost immediately was in relation to a RPG product called a Deep Carbon Observatory. Stay tuned for more. Hello, I'm Colin Green and you are listening to Spike Pit. The Deep Carbon Observatory is a product written by Patrick Stewart with art by Scrap Princess. The copy I own is a PDF. It's 90 pages long, and I know they have brought out a more recent, developed and revised edition, but I know nothing about that. I put out on the Audio Dungeon a request for some thoughts on this product, and unfortunately only managed to get a response from one person. Either nobody's tried it or people didn't have much to say. Would have been nice to have got some contrasting opinions, and I wanted something real rather than just me waffling on about it. But as it's RPG a day month, the fact that this will be pretty short is no problem. So this is from Roy, and I'll read out what he said. So he basically says, "Hi Colin, I've played in it. Is there something specific you want to know? If you're running it, my recommendation would be to slim some of it down. There's a ton in there. Much of it is great imagery and description, but without a lot of depth if your players want to dig deeper. You may end up improvising a lot." 90 pages, I think it is definitely fair to say that there is quite a lot in there. Now, in the next section, Roy goes into some minor spoilers, so you might want to consider that if you're going to carry on listening. So I responded to Roy and said, yeah, I was taken by how unique it appeared as a setting. Basically, you've got a dammed river, and an area gets an inhabited area gets flooded as a result of this dam being put in, causing much misery. And I thought at the time of reading it, this is not something I've ever seen before, and it did seem pretty dark. So Roy goes on to say a bit more. Unique is right. It was a very different sort of experience for a fantasy RPG. What I remember most was a feeling of helplessness. There were so many people that needed assistance, but by helping one person or group of people, you condemn another group to almost certain doom. Players may find this frustrating and depressing. Usually, your typical fantasy role-playing game, characters can make a difference in the world. Here, you definitely felt the moral weight of each decision. At some point, it just made us callous as we realised we couldn't save everyone. In summary, some players may enjoy the very different experience you get from this, others may not. I would say it is not a positive experience, but that part of what makes RPGs amazing is the different sort of experiences they can engender. I thought Roy summed this up so nicely, much better that I feel than I could personally, so I'm going to leave it at that, other than to add that I did really notice how much they used children in this adventure to kind of tug on your heartstrings. So big thanks to Roy. Talking of thanks, I've got a call in now that I'm going to leave and close out the episode with. And it's from Che Webster with some kind words and some congratulations. So much appreciated, Che, if you're still listening, hanging in there with RPG a day.
Hey Colin, I just wanted to call and congratulate you on 400 episodes. A little belatedly, admittedly, but being on holiday means I don't listen at the pace I can when I'm driving to work every day. But yeah, well done, man. Great to see you still going as well. I thought for a while back there you were going to pack it all in, but I'm glad you haven't. I really appreciate your podcast. And thanks also for making RPG a day month bearable because I don't always enjoy that kind of rapid fire, but you've kept them short, you've kept them sweet, you've kept them really interesting. Thank you so much. And of course, finally, thanks for playing messages. I don't mind when you sit on them, but it is lovely to hear your responses to them. And I'm sure others feel similarly when they call in too. So thanks for that as well, man. Although, there's never a requirement, is there? Game on.
And that, as they say, is a wrap. Big thanks goes out to you, the listener, for taking a bit of time out of your day to listen to old Spike Pit. Take care, and I'll catch you later.